West Rutherford. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
And, Charles, for this defense, they're a confident bunch. Some may say maybe too confident at times. How do you think that they approach a game like this when they're taking on a team that's lost 4 straight?
Well, if they're anything like their head coach, they're relying on that confidence. You and I both were sort of surprised at his weekly press conference when he was asked about this being a trap game. And he's almost boasting that he didn't see anything to worry about. That surprised both of us in a big way because we know that can be a dangerous tactic because I can guarantee you the guys on the other side, they heard that, and they're looking for anything to galvanize them.
That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now Wilson. He finds Corey Davis. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. First carry for the former Tar Heel, Michael Carter. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Good strong run there by Michael Carter, reminiscent of his days at North Carolina. 1,000-yard rusher each of his last 2 years in Chapel Hill, despite being in a timeshare with Javonte Williams, who was a second-round pick of the Denver Broncos. Carter, the second pick of the 4th round, out of UNC. He could be the Jets' leading rusher moving forward.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Bengals grab it. Room here to run. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Looking deep for Julio. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. From the 25 on 2nd down, Wilson, and his pass incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
They'll run with Carter.
Evades him at the 20. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
On 1st down, right back to Carter.
And running with power here. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
An opportunity to get back to level after the fumble return touchdown. 1st and goal.
They'll run with Carter.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York.
Michael Carter.
His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. And it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Extra point splits the uprights.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Murray now.
He'll flip this out to Evans.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
For this defense, CD, and going up against Kyler Murray here, what's the secret to keeping him in check?
Having better athletes than him, which is really unrealistic. So I go way back in football. They used to have a coverage called the umbrella coverage with 4 defenders back deep. Now you want to try and move that umbrella up front with Kyler Murray. Kind of surround him and keep him hemmed into the pocket. Because if he breaks out, he's going to hurt your defense in a big way with his legs.
A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On play action, it's Murray. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Yeah, and you see the final number there on how far that ball traveled. Pretty impressive. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. And just a yard to go here on second down. They go play action now. Wilson steps away to his left. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Shotgun snap and a give to Carter. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage. The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a third and 2 more. Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play? On third down, here's Carter. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Joseph Osai in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him. I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy. He's got this one completed to Mims. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Flushed out right. That's to his running back, complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. The Jets try it, but the fourth down play doesn't work. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, Charles, you talk about this offense this week 8 of the 2021 campaign. Now, normally this would be the halfway point of the season, but as we all know, this is now a 17-game regular season. And because of that, seems like now maybe more than ever, getting your open week to occur later in the season, that could be a pretty big advantage.
Brandon, it's always been a big advantage, and now, as you pointed out, the possibility of it becoming huge, likely. Most teams want that later open date because of injuries, getting that rest before the playoff push, all of those things. Sometimes when you get an open date early in the season, it's not really much of an advantage. You might be playing well, not slows down your momentum. This is a big deal, and teams definitely like it. The later, the better.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It's certainly.
Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble.
But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And he wisely would throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Play action. Now it's Murray. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Play fake. Murray. They'll go out to the flat for Edmonds. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Being chased out left. Throw left side complete. That's Boyd. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the first down. It's now 1st and goal.
Now Murray off play action. Escaping the pressure right.
He'll swing that out to Edmonds.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That catch good for only a couple. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Murray now to throw.
They'll get this to his running back, Edmonds.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
From the gun, Murray. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They're going for it. It's Murray. Buying time to his left. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Chase Edmonds in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals would extend their lead here just before halftime. McPherson on for the point after. It's good, and it is now 21-7.